Hello, my dear viewers and learners. This is your DK Misra sir. I welcome you to this session. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you are connected with. So, today's topic I have taken electrolysis. In this topic, we try to understand what is this. Do you know electrolysis is a process in which you know. Let's get started. Electrolysis. An ionic compound of electrovalent compound is formed when metallic atoms donate electrons and non-metallic ions accept electrons. The word electrolysis is made up of two words. First, electro, which means the flow of electrons, and lysis, which means pertaining to. Now, electrolysis is the process by which a chemical compound in the fused state or in aqueous solution undergoes a chemical change on the passage of current. When you passes the current, then aqueous solution undergoes a chemical change, that it goes to the chemical change. Now you see here, during electrolysis, a chemical change during electrolysis, the chemical change is brought about by electric energy. Here the figure shown you. Here is a sodium, here is electron, here is a sodium, here is a sodium. Now you see here, it is get on at cathode. Sodium plus electron, we get sodium. Here you see right hand side chlorine, chlorine minus electron, we get chlorine. Here is, we have taken fused sodium chloride. When we apply the current, then it's get like this one. Sodium electron, sodium at cathode and chlorine at anode. It is electrolytic cell, you can see here and understand. It is electrolytic cell or voltmeter. Electrolytic cell or voltmeter is the vessel consisting of glass containing two electrodes and electrolyte. You see here, here is a switch, here is a battery, the right hand side is the anode, and left side is the cathode. Cathode carry negatively charged, that is called cation. Anode carry positive charge, that is called anions. This part is here, you see it is an electrolyte. I hope you understand this one. Now you see this very well here. The graphite or metal rods through which electric current enters. That means through it we can apply the current, or leaves from an electrolyte are called electrodes. Therefore, a cathode is a electrode. Cathode is a electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. It has an excess of electrons. An anode is the electrode which is connected to positive terminal of battery. It has deficiency of electrons. Obviously it is a positive terminal, and in here we can observe it is not more electrons. It has no more electrons. That is, it has deficiency of electrons. Now come to the next slide and to understand. What is difference between the cathode and anode? It is very important to know for the 10th class student. Anode connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Above observation we can write this one. And migration of an ion occurs, oxidation occurs. Cathode connected to the negative terminal of the battery, and migration of cations occurs, reduction occurs. It also required to know that difference between metallic and electrolytic conductors. Metallic conductors flow electrons from negative pole to positive pole. Negative pole to positive pole is responsible for conduction, metallic conductor. An electrolytic conductor, flow of ions. In the metallic conductor, flow of electrons, and electrolytic conductor, flow of ions in solution of the respective electrodes is responsible for conduction. In electrolytic conductors, ions is responsible, and metallic conductors, electrons responsible to conduction. Shown by metals and alloy, and the metallic conductors shown by metals and alloys, and electrolytic conductors shown by aqueous solution or ionic compound. I hope you have understand this one. There is no requirement to explain. Just it is refreshing your knowledge. Metallic conductor present in both solid and liquid state of metal. Metallic conductors we get in both solid matter or liquid state. Electrolytic conductors present in the molten or aqueous solution of the ionic compound. It's always get in the ionic compound. And the metallic conductor is a physical process, and the electrolytic conductor is a chemical process. I hope that all of you got. Now we can see here electrolyte. Electrolyte refers to the compound which in fused state or in aqueous state conducts electric current so that chemical decomposition of the compound take place. It helps in the chemical decomposition. Electrolyte. Now the electrolytes which allow a large amount of current to flow through them are called strong electrolytes. Dear, those electrolytes allow the more current to flow. We can take it in the category as strong electrolytes. The strong electrolytes in the fused state are completely disassociated, and hence their ions are free to move in any direction. Right? In strong electrolytes, ions are free to move in any direction. Examples included an aqueous solution of mineral, acid, and caustic alkalis. The electrolytes which allow a very small amount of current to flow through them are called weak electrolytes. The strong electrolytes in the fused state are completely disassociated. Hence, their ions are free to move any direction. Example, a quick solution of the acid and base. Down the next slide, here is the non-electrolyte. What is non-electrolyte, or what do you mean by non-electrolyte? It is the chemical compound which does not conduct electric current in fused state. The main point here, electrolyte is the chemical compound which does not conduct electric current in fused state or aqueous solution and does not undergo any chemical decomposition. Non-electrolyte, how can we go to the chemical decomposition? Examples are carbon, tetrachloride, alcohol, ether, pure water, etc. And now you can see on the screen that is what is difference between strong and weak electrolytes. Strong electrolytes from the above allow large amount of electricity to flow through them, and weak electrolytes allow small amount to electricity to flow through them. It is a strong electrolytes good conductor, weak electrolytes poor conductor. A strong electrolytes undergoes complete dissociation in molten or aqueous solution, and the weak electrolytes undergo partial dissociation in molten or aqueous solution. Strong electrolytes contain free mobile ions, and weak electrolytes contain ions and molecules. For strong weak, you can see here HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, NaOH, KOH, sodium chloride, caustic soda, copper sulfate. Again, HCl, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, ammonia, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, sodium chloride, copper sulfate. Example of the weak electrolytes here H2CO3, CH3, COOH, HOOC, COOH, NH4OH, calcium hydroxide, NH4CO3, PbCH3, CO2. These are the examples of non-weak electrolytes. What is ions? It is also required to know that ions, when a chemical compound in fused state or in aqueous solution break up into electrically charged atom or group of atoms, the charged particles are called ions. A positively charged ion is cation. They migrate towards the cathode. It will be goes towards cathode. Positively charged ion. A negatively charged ion is an anion. Negatively charged ion is an anion. They migrate towards the anode. Let's see the what is difference between cation and anion. Cation, above during this session, you understand very well. Cation is a positively charged, anion is a negatively charged. Cation migrate to the cathode, anion migrate to anode. Cation get reduced to form neutral atom, and the anion get oxidized to form neutral atom. Example, we can represent cation sodium plus Al3 plus. Examples of anion chlorine minus OH minus, right? Next, you can see the next slide. What is the mechanism of electrolytes? It was put forward by Avante Arrhenius, a Swedish chemist. Following are the points given in his theory of electrolytic or association. Electrolytic dissociation. First, an electrolyte is a substance which an aqueous solution breaks into positively charged cations and negatively charged anions. Electrolyte is a substance which in an aqueous solution breaks into positively charged cation and negatively charged anion. The movement of ions within the electrolyte is responsible for the flow of electric current. Very good. The degree of dissociation refers to the extent to which electrolyte dissociates into ions. Cations and anions unite to form neutral ion, setting up equilibrium. An electrolyte is electrically neutral. You have listened and learned that when acid and base combine, it forms neutralization. It shows the neutralization like this one. Cation and anion unite to form neutral ion. Now you can go through the other slide and try to know and refresh your knowledge. Electrolysis of water we can understand very well by the experiment or activity you can see. Add a small amount of salt to water and pour this solution into beaker. Connect two electrical wires to terminal of the battery as shown in figure. You can see here. This is your figure, right? And here you can understand that uh, how can we understand by the activity. Electrolysis of water. Add a small amount of salt to water and pour this solution into beaker. Connect two electrical wires to terminal of the battery as shown in the figure. You can see here two ends of the wires will serve as electrodes when the insulating cladding is removed from them. Take two test tubes. Here is the test tubes. This is the test tubes, and fill them with the solution of salt and water. Right. Invert these test tubes on the electrodes and restrict the formation of air bubbles. Switch on the power supply. You can see here H2 is the positive ion, O is the negative ion, that is cations and anions. Here is the rod. You can see it is under the beaker and two test tube here, and we have here battery. What you have observed this one. Observe two test tubes when the electric current is passes through it. The volume of the gas formed in one test tube is double than that of the gas formed in the other test tube. This is observation, right? And also you can see here by this activity the gas formed at the cathode is hydrogen while the gas formed at the anode is oxygen. You see equation, through equation you can understand that this activity clear your doubts about electrolysis. I hope this session will be very helpful to you to know that what is electrolysis. I hope it will help for you, my dear learners and my dear viewers. Have a nice day. Thank you.